I help visionaries make more money by turning their zone of genius into a platform that gets them paid, remembered, and respected. And the best part is that they don't have to change who they are. You can stay exactly who you are, do what you do best, and just make more money. Now, if you are making 5,000, 10,000, even 20,000 a month, but you're not getting anywhere, you're stuck with your growth, there's probably a reason why. It's probably because people are not clear about what you do and what you offer, and or they're not seeing you enough. Not enough people are seeing what you offer. And there is a way to change this very simply. There's a three-piece authority engine that I want to go over with you. It's something that has helped me help dozens of people just like you who are making 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 plus per month and on a regular basis, right? But wouldn't you like to 5x that, 10x that? I know I did. I was homeless 10 years ago and I have gone on to invest in more than 200 companies and I raised a $30 million venture fund. And now I just help entrepreneurs make more money and people figure out if they're entrepreneurs to begin with because it's what fulfills me and lights me up. Now, let's talk about your three-piece authority engine. If you are someone who you feel like you have an incredible offer, you are helping people, you are delivering, over delivering, but you're still not able to grow. Let's talk about your point of view. Your point of view is your lens into the world, right? It's what separates you from the noise from other people. Most people skip this and go straight to building their content out or getting more advertising dollars spent. But this is your filter, a strong belief or truth that underpins everything you teach or say. It helps you also build your framework, and frameworks are what sells, right? Frameworks are what takes what you have up here and turns them into a very palatable, easy to follow process. Like this, your three-piece authority engine is a framework. If you don't have this in your repertoire right now, you got to figure that out. Next thing is a simple statement that would make your ideal client say exactly. Now, think about who your ideal client is. Who do you love working with? Who do you help the most? Who is able to afford you? And are you charging too little for what you already offer? And polarizing. So it does not necessarily mean aggressive, but it makes you stand out. It's like, I have this opinion about something, I am putting that out in the world. I say I have two books that are out on major publishers, and in one of them I say, and it's about damn time, one of my books, I say, have an opinion and have it out loud. Get your voice out into the world because that is how you start to attract people. Now, an example of an opinion, a point of view is burnout isn't about time management, it's about unalignment systems. Sorry, unaligned systems. Or you don't need a niche, you need a point of view, which is kind of meta. Another one is most entrepreneurs don't need more marketing, they need better positioning. So these are all that I believe. This is my point of view. And you can have your own no matter what you're doing, whether you're working with entrepreneurs, working with families, doing therapy, selling lotions, whatever you're doing. If you're doing it with a high ticket in mind, meaning the cost of it, then this is for you. A clear point of view gives your audience something to believe in, not just consume. It creates engagement, loyalty, and sales ultimately. Now, I know a little bit and a lot of bit about building community and building movements. I have absolutely built a movement with all the things I've done in the last 10 years. Uh, One of the things you can do is Google my first name and see what comes up. That kind of tells you what I'm talking about. The second thing I want to talk to you about is your signature offer. Now, you may already have an offer, but what some people do is they build this content. They don't have a point of view that's solid and clear, and they may not even have an offer. So they're thinking, how do I get more content? I see a lot of people posting every day across all these platforms. How do I do that? And they spend more time on the content than actually where they're going to send people when they have the content. So your signature offer is where your content should point. This is the container where people can go deeper, get results, and pay you, and not in that order. What it looks like. So it looks like a clear product, service, or experience that you deliver. It has a defined result or transformation. Even people I work with who have 5, 10, $20,000 months sometimes do not have a clear, defined transformation that their client is getting. And this is the key. Your client needs to be able, or your customer needs to be able to have a clear transformation in front of them. It can be high touch, like one on one. You can do coaching, it can be group based, it can be self paced, like a course. I teach the teach, show, and do method. So it can be something you teach, something you show people, walk them through, or something you do for them, a do it for you service. So this video really is for people who already have an offer figured out, but you want to make sure that it ticks these marks. An example, a marketing makeover, a $10,000 full funnel rebuild for small business owners, or the quiet launch method, a cohort group based program for introverted coaches, and etc. I know that was redundant. A strong offer will anchor your content. Again, you do not want to have and pay for and spend time and energy on content until you have an offer to send people to. And then the third part of this three-part series is content channel. So now that you have your offer, you have your point of view, where are you showing up consistently? Where do people know to find you? You don't have to be everywhere, and you certainly shouldn't try to be everywhere until you get one really locked in. Choose one primary home for your voice. That can be YouTube, my suggestion and preference. It can be LinkedIn, Instagram. The ideas are limitless, the options are limitless, but you want to pinpoint one platform to go all in on for a while. So you're going to post weekly. You're going to make sure that the voice is aligned with how you communicate best. So this can be video, written, audio, etc. And you're also going to stop you here and also kind of challenge you a bit. A lot of times you'll say, when's the last time you said something like, I'm not good on camera, or I don't like being on camera, or I don't like the sound of my voice? We are grown and we have things that we can readjust and reset our mindset. We do not have to be what we were. So, yes, okay, maybe you don't like the sound of your voice, but could repetition change that and help that? And yes, you may not like being on camera. You may not like it. But what if I told you that being on camera for 6 months would change your life entirely in a good way? Would it be worth it to challenge yourself to do that? Now, sometimes people cannot be on camera for medical reasons or for safety reasons or other things. So there are ways to have a thriving YouTube channel without showing your face. But if you can at all, show your face and let people get to know you, that is going to be to your advantage. And then you're able to repurpose this content, especially if you have YouTube as your main platform. You can take the longer form, meaning the 5 to 50 minute videos, and you can cut those into smaller pieces where you can post them on other platforms for further exposure. Examples: YouTube, LinkedIn, email. You can have a newsletter, Substack, etc. But I'm going to tell you today that I think the most leveraged and the most foundationally sound is YouTube. YouTube is here. Your video that you post on YouTube today will be available 6 months, 12 months, 2 years from now, and people will still watch it weeks and months from now. You cannot say that about TikTok. You cannot say that about Instagram. And you cannot say that about LinkedIn. So it's something to think about and consider. When all three of these things combine, your point of view, your signature offer, and your content channel, when they are working together, everything becomes easier. And if they can become easier, it becomes faster. So that means the time between you making more money, between now and you making more money, is shortened. Your audience will grow naturally. Again, YouTube is the best place for this. Your leads are more qualified. Your content becomes a magnet for aligned clients. Your point of view makes you stand out. Your offer gives people a place to go and work with you. And your channel ensures that they can find you. This is your authority engine. Once it's set, everything else builds around it. So you are brilliant but unclear. That's what I know. I work with a lot of visionaries. You are brilliant but unclear. No one I work with is lazy. Not one person that I can think of. They're exhausted from trying to show up in all the ways they're told to. Post on Instagram, do a webinar, write a newsletter. They still feel invisible months later after trying everything. What you really need isn't another income stream. That's what people have, this shiny object syndrome. You're going to do this, that, and the other. You need someone to help you see what already makes you exceptional and then help you package that in a way that works while you sleep. So, what I do with people, what I do with my clients on the YouTube side of things is I have Arlan's YouTube Studio. So, go to arlansYouTubeStudio.com. There also will be a link below. But what I do is I help you package, position, and then profit. So the step one is we extract the goal. What are people already paying you for? What do you get fired up to talk about and work on? And what are your clients today struggling with over and over again? We find that gold from you. Then step two is I help you position it on purpose and with purpose. I help you craft 10 powerful videos that communicate your value in a way that attracts the right audience. People who are ready to buy, partner, and or refer you. This is incredibly important. For instance, right now this video that you're watching right now, fewer people than normal will watch this video. I already know it because I've kind of cracked the code on YouTube. This won't be a video that necessarily gets seen by a ton of people. Now, you can try to prove me wrong by subscribing right now. That usually helps the algorithm. But by and large, this will probably be a less watched video. But because of the way I'm packaging it, the way that I'm positioning it, the content of it, all of the packaging, the thumbnail, the title, the time that I post, all of that, because I'm doing that with purpose, the right people will see it. So you're seeing this, and you're most likely my ideal client for YouTube Studio. This is what I help you do, is to pull in your ideal clients so that you're having fewer calls and fewer touch points, but you're having higher conversion. That is the key. Now, step three is you let the content sell. You do not have to go viral. I hear this all the time. Oh, I only have 15 views, I only have 100 views. Oh, I can't have millions of subscribers. You don't need any of that. Not any of it. Because you're building assets that make people say, I need to work with you. That's what YouTube can do when it's built the right way. Think about this. Think about this. If you are still here and watching this right now, it means that something that I've said has resonated with you. You are probably also considering booking a call with me. Do you say, oh, actually, I want to hear more about your YouTube studio. I think this is interesting. I'm interested. What I do is help you become me on this side of the screen, create the exact type of videos that you should create. So I meet with you. I have a quick meeting with you at the beginning, and then I have a deeper dive meeting with you. I come back and I tell you exactly the titles and the concepts of 10 videos that you should record. And then I help you with editing, thumbnails, everything else to get that uploaded on your YouTube channel. If you don't have a YouTube channel, I help you create one. Then we work together. I co-produce your YouTube channel, and we every week we look at your statistics, your metrics, we study them. I give you more advice. You do what I say, and you add more and more of your ideal buyers, your ideal clients and customers watching your video, finding you from scratch. Absolutely from scratch. The way the YouTube algorithm works is that you do not have to be famous in order to be seen. You do not have to have a lot of viewers. in order to convert well. So your video can have 100 views and you can make thousands of dollars off of that video. I've seen it happen time and time again, and it happens for me every single week. Every week it happens to me. So some videos I have a lot of views, 500,000 views. I have a couple of those. I have a lot that have 50,000 plus. And those are really great for adding new people, bringing people in to know who I am and start to build trust with me. But it's the videos like this where, again, I'm kind of being clairvoyant right now. I'm telling you, this video is not going to get as many views as I normally get. But the people watching this video to this point are the people I want to be in business with because it means they can afford to work with me. $5,000 YouTube studio, arlansYouTubeStudio.com, $5,000 as of the recording of today when it comes to starting to work with me. And these 10 videos where I co produce them, you can afford that. There's a pricing plan if you need that, but even if you do a pricing plan, you know you can afford that pricing plan. It also attracts people who are at the place that I just described. You have a great offer or you have an offer, but you just can't seem to grow it. You don't know from one month or the next how many people are going to sign up. And it's almost like pulling teeth to get people to come over and see what you're doing. You may not even know how to get out to people online. You may have like a private practice or something that you do, a consulting, but only the people local to you know about it, or only the people in a certain group know about it, or your email list that's been sitting there for 3 years and they know about it. If I'm touching on anything that reminds you of yourself, you are my ideal customer. And that is why these videos are so powerful. So, again, if you feel yourself relating to this, then I'm telling you, as a professional that you are, that same thing can happen for you. It just takes a few weeks to get YouTube to understand your what your channel is about and what your videos are about. And the algorithm, including starting with the first video, even if short, small amount of viewers, the algorithm will start to understand and put you in front of the people who need to hear from you. So I want you to do this. I want you to imagine what it would be like to have 10 or 20 or 30 new, really, really warm leads every month for your high ticket offer. What would that do to your company? And I'm not talking about, or you have a $20 book, or you have, and you can have that, but I don't talking about that. I'm not talking about a low ticket membership or a course that may cost $100, $200, $300. I'm talking about you have something that you offer that's $1,000 to $50,000 a year, or a one-time payment. And I know that many people have that because I work with them every single day. And the results speak for themselves. So if you want to have a conversation with me, I'm the one who's on the call. Don't have a setter or whatever that is. I don't have a salesperson. It's just me. You can book a call. Please only book it if you know you can make the call and if you know that you're qualified to be on the call. But come talk to me. We'll have a conversation about it. I'll get to know a little bit about what you're working on, and we'll go from there.